Hey guys, so a lot of people are asking, Dan, what could skyrocket this coming up week in crypto? So I'm going to give you an update on at least some of my personal opinions on what could pull a moon. You guys ready for this? Okay. As always, get your pen and pad ready because I'm going to give you a lot of information that's going to support crypto just ripping next week. I'm talking awesome ripping, okay? First thing, nothing to do with crypto, but a lot to do with crypto. Trump worked out his deal with Europe on tariffs. Supposedly that's done, and it's 15%, and it creates reciprocally, and it creates certainty. And that in itself could give fuel to crypto and the stock market. Another thing, which is kind of interesting, Japan and the current administration have worked out their deal too. Again, more positive win into the sales. But more importantly, huge institutional accumulation and interest in Ethereum. And I know I talked about this in my previous videos, but I really want to accentuate how important that is because the 4 levels of a bull run: Bitcoin, Ethereum, other large caps, then mid caps, small caps, and micro caps. And it typically goes through this cycle every 4 years. So the timing is awesome right now. In fact, I made some really huge buys today personally. And some of these buys, people would go like, why are you buying this stuff right now? It's so high. Again, it's all cycle. Now this stuff in the next few months could continue to rise. But right now, on that 1 to 4 scale I talked about, Bitcoin first, and then for the smallest tokens, we're about a 1.3. So it's crazy opportunity right now. There's one more big catalyst that is massive, is interest rates. If interest rates drop, even just by a little bit in the next little bit, massive more wind in the sales. A couple more things actually. There was a couple more things actually. The M2 money supply. Countries are printing money like no other right now. It's just crazy. And if you ChatGPT M2 money supply in correlation with crypto prices, I think you're going to see something really interesting there as well. Also adding to the fire, AI initiatives. The president doing his magic with AI initiatives to incent investment into AI into the United States of America. Our biggest problem being power to power all these new data centers. But as I've told you before, small nuclear power plants are going to be probably one of the long-term solutions for this. And until that happens, though, solar's just not big enough and powerful enough to power these data centers on a mass scale. So you're going to see a lot of coal burning and those kind of things, but a transition into small nuclear to power this fueled AI. Again, you got to look at this stuff at a 5-10-year outlook, even 20-year outlook, but you want to invest into the ingredients of AI and blockchain. And just to give you a crazy idea, and again, not financial advice, but Ethereum is good software. And I don't know if you guys know, but over 50% of stable coins are built on the Ethereum network, which is massive. There's also some upcoming upgrades to the Ethereum network to cause higher efficiency as well. So M2 money supply, which is really crazy, going up. You're watching negotiated deals with tariffs happening right now, possible interest rate drops, AI infusion into infrastructure, which hybridizes a lot with blockchain. We're sitting, I believe, in one of the greatest opportunities since the invention of the internet. And fun fact, did you know that blockchain adoption is happening faster than internet adoption right now? In the past, and faster than mobile adoption? My goodness, you mix AI with blockchain and you have Mentos and Coke, baking soda and vinegar. You have literally a nuclear fusion reaction that could happen on a monetary scale. So if you're sitting right now just wasting your money on, like, buying these vacations and buying extravagant things, it's crazy, because I'm telling you guys that extra $10,000 you spend on a vacation over a couple decades could cost you millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. You guys watched my video when I talked about NVIDIA back in 2019 in the 18 era, and 10 grand now is over $550,000. You can do the math on Bitcoin as well through that time, and other blockchains like Ethereum going back 5-10 years. Like, it is just crazy where we're going to go. Now, I wanted to add something interesting to really kind of tickle your brain today, since it's the weekend. People used to get really excited when Bitcoin would go up, $1, $2, that kind of thing. Nowadays, it's like no big deal, right? And I mean, because right now it's like 118,000 something. So unless it goes up thousands of dollars a day, people really don't get super euphoric. But these other alternative ecosystems and mid and small caps, it's kind of like back in the day of Bitcoin. Imagine when Bitcoin was $1, right? And no one knew it would be going up to 118,000. But I believe some of these ecosystems now that you see trading for $1, $100, $50 and stuff, you're going to see massive amplified growth over the 5-10 year period. But again, sometimes people have a difficult time picking some of the projects, but I want you to look at all crypto as software. Just like back in the early 90s, great software, great internet infrastructure, that fueled what's going to happen. And to give you one little extra, I hope you guys know that Microsoft and Amazon both control most of the data flow on the internet for data hosting, which is interesting. Microsoft Azure and Amazon Web Services, AWS. So there's a lot of great stuff happening sitting on it right now. So man, you guys, if you haven't, go to your Coinbase, set that up. If you're a noob, make sure you have all the security protocols, which I reviewed to you in my previous videos. Get your hard wallet. Only buy it from Ledger. I like Ledger. I don't like all these other weird, other Tangem and all these other garbage hard wallets. I'm not into those. And watch my previous videos for the security recommendations on hard wallets as well. And also make sure, like I reviewed before, with your security settings though, do not keep massive amounts of crypto just on your phone on a hot wallet or something like that. You're just asking for it if you do that. Okay, just to tie it up, the Ugly Unicorn Crypto Fund, which myself and Bridger Pennington run, we have to have all docs and deployment sent to us before the end of the month. And so I've been getting tons of direct messages on this. Direct message me if you're an accredited investor or higher. Our minimum entry is about 100 grand. A lot of people ask that. So as far as accreditation, there's different qualifications on the SEC website, but I'll post it again in my stories, which is basically $1 million net worth besides your primary residence, or 200 grand a year income as a single person, and as a married couple, 300,000 or higher. But again, you can verify. Again, just punch it into ChatGPT or go Google. We help you with that. So what we do is, if you're accredited, we'll send you a document to your CPA or lawyer, and they just certify your accreditation. You self-certify if you're a qualified purchaser, a QP, which means $5 million net worth besides your primary residence or higher. A couple more questions I want to answer as well. You can invest into the Ugly Unicorn Crypto Hedge Fund as an individual. You could also invest in an entity. And a lot of people even use trusts as well, and certain self-directed IRAs. Bridger's the compliance man, so he can help walk you through all those things and sync with your attorneys, your CPA, and all those people on your team. Also, one thing I would just want to add, if you guys are looking for hedge funds to help invest your money in, or any sort of, besides yourself, for self-custody or working on an exchange yourself, make sure that the hedge fund that you're working with, or anything that you're working with, is third-party administrated. Very important. Write that down. Third-party administrated. You heard of a guy named Bernie Madoff who stole tons of people's money. He didn't have third-party administration and audits, though, and hence he rug pulled everybody for billions and billions of dollars, not in crypto, but in just dollars. So it was crazy. Another thing we do, if you check out uglyunicorn.com, you can read our actual audits. We publish our audits publicly, which is really cool. Good and bad, you can read it. Luckily, all of it's pretty darn good. So we're really excited about this next up and coming cycle, which we've already started to feel now. It's going to be crazy, I believe, for our investors for the next little bit. Now, if you're interested in our fund, direct message me again. And if you're not accredited yet, no problem at all. I hope some of these videos help you become accredited in a very short amount of time. Now, how much does all this information cost you, as I always say? Does your course, Dan, cost $10,000? Is it on sale for $9,000? It's free. I don't want you to send me crypto or anything like that. You don't have to buy a course from me or anything like that. All of it is no charge to you, with one obligation. If you find this helpful, we want to help your friends and family and just everybody out there. Share this video, comment, like this video, engage with it, and save it. Share it on your stories. So that's going to be huge, because it'll help get people more educated so they don't get burned. So take a moment to do that. Watch my previous videos on security so you don't get burned, and make sure to do your own research with the research tools that I've showed you in my previous videos. All right, guys, take a second. Right now, I'm watching you. Comment, share, like, save. All right, love you guys.